And now, a page from our Sunday morning almanac. February 21st, 1931's market for over-the-counter medications literally bubbled over. But that was the day Miles Laboratories introduced a new antacid product called Alka-Seltzer. A mix of aspirin, bicarbonate of soda, and citric acid that burst into bubbles when plopped into water. Alka-Seltzer was an immediate hit, becoming both a popular remedy and a pop culture icon.
For relief of upset stomach, Alka-Seltzer.
Beginning in 1951, Alka-Seltzer's TV spokespuppet, Speedy, sang and danced his way through countless commercials.
Mamma mia, that's some species cut.
To be followed in the 1970s by human actors in a number of ads, including one that may just be the most famous TV commercial of all.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
You ate it, Ralph.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
No, Ralph, I ate it.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
Take two Alka-Seltzer.
So memorable was the campaign that Alka-Seltzer reprised it in 2005 with a subtle nod to the original.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
Oh, well, I heard that before.
These days, Alka-Seltzer is made by Bayer, and it has mutated from the original tablets into a whole array of products.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Still, the basic idea survives. Open package, plop in tablets, watch the fizz.
Oh, what a relief it is. What a relief.
It was a typical day at the office for me after Hurricane Ian blew away most of Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel Island 9 months ago. I was in kind of a funky, melancholy mood. I was kicked back listening to my Lonesome Lou and his Grand Ole Osprey Band on my old Sony CDP 101 CD player. I think I must be the only person alive who still has one of those. We were lucky, I guess, because our office building is up on pilings and is set back a ways from the beach. We still got flooded, but no structural damage was done. All the other businesses in the building moved out. Our office is the only one still occupied. We've been dragging our feet hoping things would turn around on the beach, but we're kind of giving up hope. We started looking for a new place because hardly anyone comes to Fort Myers Beach now since the storm, except gawkers and construction crews. But not much progress is being made toward the revival of the city yet. We're moving over to a little storefront in the shops at the intersection of McGregor Boulevard and Gladiolus next week. It'll be temporary until we find a nice place to settle. So we've been living off our savings, which, thanks to FADA and Dave Ramsey, is substantial. But the only other calls we've been getting every 5 minutes, it seems, are real estate promos and other spam calls. Those calls were interrupting my trash can basketball, so I switched my phone to silence. FADA was in the back making some copies before heading out to Page Field to see her flight instructor Ted at 4 o'clock for a final check ride before her certification flight next week. Ted's a retired Air Force jet pilot. Because of her, special abilities, FADA flies better than he does. I'm pretty sure old Teddy Boy just wants to check out FADA one more time, not just her flying skills. At 3 o'clock, a knock on the office door made me miss another paper ball goal. I could see the figure of a man through the frosted glass on the office door. I took my feet down off the desk and stuffed several paper balls in my desk drawer and tried to look like I was busy.
Don't you go and try to tell me.
Rick, darling? Rick, who's at the door?
I don't know.
Yes,
Hold on a second.
yes, you left us.
Come on in, the door's open.
Now,
Hey, Mr. Benson, I assume.
Hello.
get along without.
You know what they say about assuming, don't you?
No, what do they say about assuming?
Oh, well, they say,
I'm just gonna.
I forgot what they say, but it's very clever. I know that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just thought maybe it's very funny, best I can remember.
Nope, never heard it before.
Hello.
Wow, hello.
The saying is, assume makes an ass out of you and me. It's from a novel by David Levitt.
I'll lose my.
Levitt's an American novelist, a short story writer, and biographer.
She's gonna be
The saying is a quote from page 239 of his novel, The Page Turner.
Sorry. This is my girlfriend and partner.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. Good heavens. Jennifer Aniston is your girlfriend?
She's not...
Miss Aniston, hey, I'm a huge fan. I thought you were still married to the Prime Minister of Canada.
It wasn't Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister. It was Justin Thoreau, the actor. And I'm not Jennifer.
Stop. Everybody stop. Look, we're not going to do this bit again.
Whoa, okay, pal. Don't have a cow or anything.
Look, she's not married to anybody. She's not Jennifer Aniston. She just kind of looks like her.
My daddy gave me a makeover.
Fada, don't...
Originally, he made me to look like Barbie doll.
Barbie doll?
Fada, don't...
But he made me anatomically incorrect.
Anatomically incorrect?
I don't get it.
Fada has a great sense of humor, Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Yeah, my name is Al Fagalia.
I can see where that name's gonna be a problem for me.
What?
Nothing. Look, everybody mistakes Fada for Jennifer Aniston when they first meet her. Okay? So she responds to it with that cute little anatomically incorrect story.
Yeah. That's very funny. Nice to meet you, Fada.
It's nice to meet you, too. I have a much funnier story about being dumped at a Goodwill store. Would you like to hear
Well,
it?
Fada, I believe Mr. I'm sorry, I'm not good with names that aren't Smith and Jones or the like.
My name's Alan Fagalia.
Oh.
You probably don't know me from Adam, but
wait a minute, I do know that name. In fact, I had it on my list of the 10 names I hoped I'd never have to say in public. You're the attorney that used to be with that Tampa law firm, Dewey, Cheatham, and you know your name. What is it again?
Fagalia.
Yeah, that's your name. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Look, anywho, you went on to work exclusively for that Russian crime boss in Tampa, Vladimir Kamarnov, and the Tambov gang. Do you mind if I just call you Alan? We're trying to, keep the show at least PG-13, and I'm really bad at names that sound close to dirty words.
Sure, how about Simply Al?
Oh, sure. Yeah, Simply Al is good. I like Simply Al. It's catchy, and it's a whole lot safer for me to try to pronounce, too.
Oh, my goodness.
No, Mr. Benson. I mean, call me Al, not Simply Al, all right?
Yeah, of course. I knew that's what you meant.
No, Al, he didn't.
Yes, I did, Al. I was just trying to lighten the mood.
No, Al, he wasn't. Weren't.
It doesn't matter. Listen, I'm no longer associated with Mr. Komarinov or the Tambov gang in any way, but I'm in danger of being killed by him.
Well, I hope our fee doesn't kill you first, Al. We charge $500 a day.
Plus expenses.
Yeah, I know all about the famous Rick Benson, the ace detective.
And Fada PEFLINGER. I'm also an ace detective.
Listen, I want the two of you to keep something for me for 3 days. I want you to keep it, and I want you to guard it with your very lives.
Oh, what is it? If we have to guard it with our very lives, our fee just doubled.
And so'd our expenses. So, what is it you want us to keep for you?
This envelope. Now look, the word is you're the best, and money ain't an issue to me. But I want you to be fully aware just what you might be getting yourselves into. In this envelope, there is enough evidence against Vladimir Komarinov to send him to prison for 100 years.
Oh, gee, thanks. Why don't you just leave us a case of old nitroglycerin instead?
Well, if you're up on the news, you probably know that 3 days from now, I'm supposed to testify before an investigating committee in Tampa.
Oh, yeah? Well, all we get down here is MSNBC, so I'm not up on real news. So I'll have to just take your word for it.
Well, Vladimir Komarinov knows I can bring him down, and the word is there's probably a hit order on me.
Why don't you just give this evidence to the police and ask them for protection?
Komarinov knows as long as I have that evidence and anything happens to me, the evidence will go straight to the police.
And you want us to hang on to it for 3 days. Why is 3 days a magic number?
I made arrangements to leave the country in 3 days, and I'll arrange for that information to be forwarded to the authorities in the event that anything happens to me.
Oh, okay, Mr. Damn.
Al!
Oh, that's right. Al. Oh, okay. All right, we'll take care of the envelope for 3 days, but we'll need a retainer.
Look, better than that, I'll give you the whole $3,000 right now, okay?
Sounds good to me. What do you say, Fada?
Sounds good to me, too.
Done.
Good.
Al handed me 30 crisp $100 bills, his cell phone number. We shook hands and he left the office. FADA left for Page Field for a checkout flight. I looked at the large envelope and thought about Vladimir Komarnov. I had seen Komarnov on Fort Myers Beach back in the 90s when I was on the force. Even then, he was a big mad with the mob. Well, with 1/4 man, 3/4 sociopath. If he knew Al had given us that envelope, FADA and I could stop planning for the future. I was still looking at the envelope when I heard someone moving around out in the hall. I looked up and saw the shadow of a man through the frosted glass on the office door. I pulled out the top desk drawer, grabbed some Scotch tape, and stuck the envelope to the bottom of the drawer. Chris Matthews' chills ran down my spine, but it wasn't from seeing the almighty Barack Obama. The man who walked in my office was Ariel Badatsky, a cold-blooded Russian hitman known to be associated with the Tambov gang, one of Vladimir Komarnov's go-to trigger men.
You are Brick Benson, no?
I am Brick Benson, yes, not no.
You just had a visitor here a short time ago, no?
Pardon me, I'm kind of confused by your sentence structure. Are you asking me if I had a visitor, or are you telling me that I did not have a visitor?
I am asking if you had a visitor, but I said no to the end to see if you confirm you did have a visitor by saying, yes, I had a visitor, to correct my negative statement of no. So, meaning you did not have a visitor.
Oh, well, then why didn't you just say that in the first place? Then yes, I did not have a visitor.
You are lying. You did have a visitor.
Then I believe you asked what is called a rhetorical question.
He left something with you, no?
In your way of speaking, he left something with me, yes, meaning no, he did not leave something with me.
Give it to me.
Give you what?
What he left with you. I'm not going to play with you anymore, Mr. Benson.
Then why don't you just take your ball and go home?
Stop with the wise guy cracks and hand it over.
Look, my friend, I don't know what you're talking about.
I am not your friend. I don't think you want me spending a lot of time looking for it, do you?
Well, not if it's going to put you in an ugly mood. You're already ugly enough as it is.
Very funny. It's almost like Don Rickles has been reincarcerated.
I think you were going for reincarnated there.
Shut up. If I spend a lot of time looking for it, do you know what you are going to be doing?
Excuse me. I'm going to be doing? You mean like Frank Sinatra? Listen, I only sing, mostly country, sometimes Sonny and Cher, but I've never been into Sinatra. Strangers in the Night really killed it for me with him, But I'd be happy to help you search the place if you'd like.
Yet, I will do better job myself. Now you're going to tell me where it is, or do I have to dig it out of your brain with a dull soup spoon?
I don't think you'd ever get through that metal plate in my head. Look, if I knew what you were talking about, it would help a lot,
Okay, so I'm just wasting my time with you, and so I will tear your office apart.
Well, Hurricane Ian gave you a pretty good start, but go ahead. I'll watch. Okay if I make some popcorn?
Niet. You just take a nap.
Oh. Well, he slammed his gun down on my already overly abused head. I had a feeling that he dislodged that remaining piece of brick from my limbic system. Anywho, it dropped me onto that familiar dark void like when the warehouse fell on my head. Thank heaven for that steel plate dockadari installed after the warehouse fiasco. Thoughts tumbled in my head and clung together like Fada's nylon panties in the clothes dryer. I staggered to my feet and I found myself in the middle of a pile of furniture. I pulled out the desk drawer and I found, much to my disappointment, that Badatsky hadn't found the envelope. It was still stuck to the bottom of the drawer, and now it looked like an obituary notice. I pulled myself up, sat on the desk, and I dialed Al's phone number. My whole life through.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, it's Mr. Is Al there?
Who's calling?
Tell him Brick wants to talk to him.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benson.
Yeah, hi.
This is Mrs. Fagalia.
Hello, I'd like to...
Alan went out to the store.
Yes, I'd like...
He left his cell phone here.
When do you think he might
should...
be...
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes? Well, is he...
Yes, Mr. Benson. Hold on.
Yes? Okay.
Alan just came in.
Oh, good.
Alan!
Gee, Betty, you don't have the I'm right here.
Oh, sorry, dear.
Give me the phone. All right. Yeah, hello, Benson. Sorry, I ran out without my phone. Something wrong?
Yeah, nothing's wrong that wouldn't cause a bunch of vultures to circle me.
What?
One of Kamaronov's thugs, Ariel Badaski, just paid me a visit.
Did he know I'd been there?
Oh, yeah, he sure as heck did, and he wanted that envelope.
You didn't give it to him, did you?
Well, he was persistent in kind of a violent sort of way, but I still have the darn thing.
Oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
You'll tell Vladimir you couldn't find me. Vladimir finds out you've got it, then he'll...
How could he know I have it?
Well, even if he thinks you might have it, he'll
Well, let's just take any chance of that from crossing his mind. You take it back. I'll just keep enough money for a stop-off at the local minute clinic for a few stitches, and we'll call it even, okay?
Well, you keeping it certainly isn't a good thing.
Look.
If Vladimir expects you might have it, then it's...
Why don't you just eliminate the possibility of getting us killed? Just turn it over to the police like a good little ex-mob lawyer.
I guess that's the best thing to do, but I don't want to go to your office.
Or me to go to your house.
Let's meet somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere safe, like a nice, quiet little spot surrounded by patrolling SEAL team.
Yeah.
Al suggested that we meet at a remote place well away from his home and my office. We agreed to meet on Tucker's Grade Boulevard at the entrance to the Cecil Webb Public Shooting Range, a good 1-hour drive from my office. I drove to the turnoff leading to the range. I saw Al's car, and I pulled up next to him. Al?
Yeah. You took your time, Benson. I've been waiting 20 minutes here.
Well, I had to drive from the beach, quite a distance further than you did.
Well, give me the envelope.
Yeah.
This place gives me the creeps.
Look, Al, before I give you this, there's something I want to ask you.
Listen, Benson, you just keep that money and forget about this whole thing, all right?
Hold on, Al. Up ahead of us there, look. A car just turned on its lights and is heading toward us.
Yeah, it's late. Nobody should be coming for the range at this time.
Yeah, probably just a couple of kids making whoopee and thinking we're cops. I can't see anything with their bright lights on. You?
No. Hey, it's stopping in front of us here.
I don't know, maybe it's a cop.
I don't know. Could be. All right, you two, get out of the car. Ariel!
Oh, shirt sleeves.
Hurry up. Well, Brick, Benson, and Mr. Fagalia. What a coincidence for our being here in this remote place at night, no?
No. I mean, yeah, a really unpleasant coincidental surprise. We'll have to not do this coincidentally again sometime. You mind not pointing that gun at my face?
Always the funny guy. Ariel, how'd you know we'd be here? I am a good guesser. Ariel, look now, wait a minute. Mr. Kumiros had been very worried about that envelope, Mr. Fagalia. And you had it all the time, Mr. Benson. Sneaky boy.
Yes. I mean, no. I'm not sneaky exactly. A little loose with the truth sometimes, but you know what? I forgot how to answer your questions that end with no.
Shut up. Now give it to me before I give it to you. Now look, Ariel, we can make a deal here. Shut up. And give me the envelope now, Mr. Benson.
Ariel, look, I'll give you $5,000 to
Shut up, Fagalia. Give me the envelope now, Benson.
Okay. Everybody stay calm.
Hold it. Go very slowly and very carefully, Mr. Benson.
Yes. I'm going to go very slowly and very carefully. Now, just stay calm, Ariel. I'm not going for a gun here. The envelope is in my jacket pocket.
If you come up with anything but the envelope, Mr. Benson, you will be very sorry.
Oh, okay. And just for your information, Ariel, I wasn't mocking you before. I wasn't mocking that wonderful Russian accent when I said very slowly and very carefully, mind you, all right?
I don't believe you. Do you pinky swear?
You know, I typically only pinky swear to beautiful women. And it typically ends up in passionate kissing. But if it'll keep you from shooting me, then...
It won't.
Well, in that case...
Shut up.
Shutting up.
Ariel, listen to me, okay? I got... Shut up.
Okay, Ariel. Here it is.
Why are you talking like that, Mr. Benson?
Well, I was just following your orders. Remember, you said you very slowly and very carefully.
What? I meant take the envelope out very slowly and very carefully.
Nope, I was just covering all the bases, Ariel.
You should not have lied to me at your offices today, Mr. Benson.
Well, I'm very sorry. Hey, wait. Oh! And there it was again. That familiar deep black hole. This time I thought about Doc Hadari. I knew what he'd say.
Rick, you just have to stop getting it on the head.
I don't know how long I was out this time, but when I slowly pulled myself back from the abyss, I just laid there in the sand on my side next to my car. I looked up at the sky and it seemed to be burning with a brilliant yellow light. I closed my eyes and rubbed them to make them go away, but then I heard it. The crackling and whooshing sound of flames. It was a fire. I pulled myself up and I saw that Al was gone, and so was Ariel. I managed to stand and staggered in the direction of the fire. Down the road a little way, toward I-75 on-ramp, I saw that fire was Al's car. Resting on its roof where it was turned over in the ditch, the flames were roaring up all around it. Then I saw the charred arm of a man hanging out of the window. I tried to get near the burning car, but it was no good. So I staggered back to my car and called the Lee County Sheriff's Office. The deputy, fire and rescue, and EMS arrived after about 20 minutes. I gave a preliminary report to the deputy while the fire guy doused the flame, and EMS loaded up what was left of poor old Al and hauled him off to the Punta Gorda morgue. The deputy followed me to the LCSO substation in Punta Gorda, where I was escorted in to see the night commander, Captain Brian Russell Sprout. I'd known Russ for 10 years. I'm the guy who tagged him with the moniker Russell Sprout because his name tag read B. Russell Sprout. We've remained friends nonetheless. I gave a detailed report of the station and called FADA at home. Let her know what happened and that I was okay. Thanks, Deputy.
Sure, Mr. Benson.
So what you got, Russ?
Yeah, Rick, we're trying to get an arrest warrant for Vladimir Komarnov, and then we put out a bolo statewide for Ariel Badaski. Appropriate name, then.
Yeah. Hey, Russ, you mind if I get a cup of that coffee?
Oh, sure, Brick. Just sit tight. I'll get it for you.
All right, thank you.
Now, just relax. That's a nasty bump you have on your head there. Still bleeding.
Here, I'll get you some napkins.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, here.
Oh, thanks. Bleeding more than I thought. It's just a flesh wound, though. My metal plate absorbs a lot of hits, and I can keep on ticking. I can't figure out how Badaski got out to the firing range road.
He followed Pagalia out to Tucker's grade, maybe, huh?
Nah, he couldn't have. When Badaski worked me over the first time at my office, he took the place apart, and when I woke up, he was gone. All in all, I was out for about 10 minutes. I'm just glad my girlfriend Freda had gone out shopping before he got there.
Sugar, Brick?
Yes, please. Lots of sugar if you got enough. I haven't eaten since this morning. My blood sugar's low.
Brick, I only have 2 packs of sugar here left.
That'll be fine, Russ.
Does your girlfriend know you're all right?
Yeah. I called her when I came to. She was worried. I had my ringer off all afternoon. She was a little pissed at me about that, though.
Well, here you go. It's not fresh.
It's all right. Neither am I. Thanks, pal. Not bad.
Oh, boy.
You gonna have some?
No. My stomach's acting up something awful. Doodle squat. Where the heck did I put my Alka-Seltzer tablets? Is that them there next to the water bottle on your table? Oh, yeah. Right where I put them so I could find them easy. Yeah, that's always the worst place to put them. Yeah, I usually start looking in the last place I'd put them. Good product placement, huh? Yeah. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is, huh? Yeah, boy. Russ, you drink enough Alka-Seltzer to neutralize a volcano. Yeah, tell me about it. So you were only out 10 minutes, you say? Yeah, no more than that. You know, I was just thinking. Al lives a good 30 minutes from my office in this direction from Fort Myers Beach. When I arrived, Al said he'd been waiting 20 minutes. His house is another 10 minutes to that place on the road. That's good. Took me an hour to get to Tucker's grave, so Al must have left his house shortly after I called. So, Badaski couldn't have tailed Al out to this spot then, huh? No, he was already there. He parked in the dark a little farther down the firing range road. I didn't see him until he turned his lights on. Maybe somebody told him where Al was going. Who? Al's wife, maybe? Yeah, you know, I thought about that, but like I said, Badaski was already there. Ever think Badaski might have hung around Fort Myers Beach and just tailed you? Russ, that couldn't be. He had to be there before either of us arrived. Like I said, he was down the road ahead of us. One of us would have seen him pass us. It doesn't make any sense. Well, Fagalia's wife is down at the morgue now with Doc Curtis, making identification of the burned body. Yeah, poor girl. She seemed very nice on the phone. Hold on. Yeah, Ned?
Captain, we picked up Vladimir Kamiranov. He's in the second interviewing room. He came in with us voluntarily.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll get him some coffee. We'll be there in a minute. Just get him some coffee.
Yes, sir, Captain.
They got Kamiranov. I heard. My ears still work, Russ. Yeah, that was dumb of me. Hey, Kamironov's a cocky little rusky, you know. He's clever and slippery as eel crap. It's pretty slippery, I guess. We never been able to pin a rap on him. Seems to have the answer for everything. Yeah, well, I'd like to talk to him. Maybe he'll fall prey to my charm. Yeah, come in.
Hello, Captain. I have got Mrs. Vagalia outside.
Oh,
Hello, Doc. This is, Rick Benson.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benson. I have heard so much about you.
Hello, Doc. You heard good stuff, I hope.
Boy, it's very exciting. Good
What's
stuff.
that music? It's very pretty.
What music would
The
that be?
sitar music. I feel like Ravi Shankar is going to walk in at any moment.
I do not hear music. Do you hear music, Captain?
No, but I don't have an ear for music. I'm tone deaf. I must have tinnitus. Anyhow, what were we saying? I was about to ask the doc if Mrs. Fagalia was able to identify the body.
Oh, yes, she was able to identify the body as belonging to her husband. It is very hard to tell much with what was left of him. He looked very much like a grilled steak, but not in a good way, you know?
That's a very tasty way of putting it.
Oh, please pardon my more humor. But the ring and the watch are what did it. She is outside. She's not feeling so well. It was a very gruesome sight.
Doc, will you have her come in, please?
Certainly, Captain. I will have her come in. Would you please come in, Miss Vagalia?
Yes. Hello, Mrs. Fagalia.
Hello.
Please have a seat. Here, allow me.
Thanks.
Rick, this is Mrs. Fagalia. Mrs. Fagalia, Brick Benson. Yes, we spoke on the phone. Sorry to meet you under these circumstances, Miss Fagalia.
Hello, Mr. Benson. Yes, it's terrible.
Mrs. Fagalia, we'll try to make this as brief as possible. I understand you identified the body?
Yes, it was Alan.
How could you tell for sure?
I'm certain, mostly because of his watch and wedding ring. They were definitely Alan's.
Did you know your husband was going to meet Mr. Benson before he was killed?
No, he didn't say where he was going. He'd been acting very strangely for the past week.
Did your husband tell you he'd been to see me earlier today?
No, I didn't even know he knew you.
Miss Fagalia, do you know why anyone would want to kill him?
No, I don't. Could we please do this some other time? I'm not feeling well.
All right, Miss Fagalia. I have a deputy drive you home. We can talk tomorrow. Sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Thanks, but I have my car.
Certainly. Doc, will you walk Mrs. Fagalia to her car, please?
Certainly, Captain. I would be more than happy to.
Well, goodbye, ma'am. Again, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Goodbye, Captain Sprout. Goodbye, Mr. Benson.
Yeah, good night, Miss Flig.
Betty.
Yes, you're Betty.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, thank you. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, real tough. Wasn't that strange, Russ? What's that, Rick? The sitar music. It only played when Doc was talking. It did? Well, I never heard it playing. Really? It was clear as a bell to me. The music started as soon as Dr. Daz started talking and stopped as soon as he stopped talking and left with Miss Fagalia. I think he must have his own music that follows him around. What are you talking about, Brick? I think that hit you took on the head must have knocked something loose in there. No, Russ. I really think he has his own theme music. You know, music that fits your personality. And I knew another guy named Don Diego that had his own music. Oh, yeah? Well, that's what they call a leitmotif, music associated with a particular person, idea, or situation in a story. A leitmotif, huh? How do you know that? I learned about it in an acting class I took in school once. Yeah? Really? A leitmotif, huh? Oh, it's cool. I'll have to use that in a conversation with FADA sometimes. I wonder if I have a leitmotif. Yeah, I think I just heard it. Was it cool? Yeah, in a scary cool kind of way. Nifty. Okay. Anywho, let's go talk to Kamaranov. Yeah.
Welcome back to Creative Thinkers. Today we're speaking with Dr. Albert Einstein.
Hello there.
Hey, Doc, how are you?
Oh, fine. At least relatively.
You're a genius.
Danke.
Hair's kind of wild, though.
Yeah, I've been pulling it.
Pulling it?
See, I've developed a brand new theory.
Really?
And I'm putting together a big marketing push for it. But I can't find one place to handle all my creative materials.
Have you considered Creative Works?
Creative Works?
Creative Works is the one-stop expert at creating complete marketing and advertising solutions.
Even for a genius?
Especially for a genius.
I'm there.
Good. By the way, Doc, what is your brand new theory?
Well, get this. As it turns out, E only equals MC squared some of the time.
Uh-oh.
Crazy, huh?
That'll have an impact.
No kidding.
Creative Works. Bright ideas. One stop.
So Russ and I went to interview room 2 where we met a very smug and confident Vladimir Kamaranov. So far, he's been untouchable to law enforcement. Oh yeah, there were a couple of informants over the years that could have put him away for a very long time. Both the state attorney and law enforcement promised them that they could keep him safe. But anybody who watches Blue Buzz on TV can tell you how that turns out. And sure enough, both of the informants had unfortunate accidents just days before the trial. Unfortunate? Yes. Accidents? Well, only if you can accept that one of the informants slipped and fell into a wood chipper and the other cut his own throat with a hedge trimmer while manicuring his lawn.
Well, good evening, Captain Sprout. Good to see you again, my old friend. It has been how long? A couple of weeks now? And Mr. Benson, I've looked forward to meeting you. Brick Benson, the ace detective. How are you two of you doing?
Well, Vlad, I can tell you this. We're doing a whole lot better than Al Fagalia.
What? What is wrong with Al?
He was killed, Vlad.
No, you don't say.
Yeah, Vlad, I do say. He became a crispy critter a couple of hours ago, served up in a flaming sedan. Yeah, he was shot, piled in his car, which was turned over in a ditch on the side of Tucker Grades Road and set on fire. Of course, you wouldn't know anything about that, now would you, Vlad?
Well, of course not. Don't look at me.
It's all right, Vlad. We can look at you. We have strong stomachs. At least I do. I'm sorry. Yeah, no problem.
I've heard you are a very funny man, Detective Benson.
Yeah? Well, if you like that, Vlad, you're going to love this. A friend of yours killed Al.
Oh, really? I have no idea who that could be.
Your little psycho boy, Ariel Badaski. As if you didn't know.
Badaski? Well, if so, I had nothing to do with it. Oh, did he also work your face over a little bit too? Oh, I see blood. That boy has some real anger issues. He can be very cranky at times. But most of the time, he's a good boy.
He's a killer, a liar, and a thief. He was after something Al had, evidence that would put you away for life.
Oh, now, Mr. Benson, I don't think Al had anything like that. I am an honest businessman.
Badaski told me today that you sent him.
That is very weak, Mr. Benson. If, like you said, he's a killer, a thief, and a liar.
Yeah, we'll see how wary Veek it is when I get up there and testify to it in court. Oh, and by the way, Vlad, I am making fun of your stupid Count Dracula accent. Hey, come on, Brick.
Now look, gentlemen, you're not just dealing with some bunkie dear. I am not so easy to scare.
Well, Vlad, we are here to scare you. We're ready to put your cheap Russian mob slime bucket butt in Rayford for life. Hey, Brick, come on, calm down here.
Oh, Mr. Benson, I think you're going to be very sorry for saying that.
Gentlemen, come on, just calm down now, right? Hang on, Russ. Hey, I said you're a cheap Russian mob slime bucket, murderer and a thief. Now, you want to do something about that right now? Gentlemen, that is enough. Now, just calm down. Brick, we got plenty of time to put this all together.
Yes, calm down, Mr. Benson. There is plenty of time. Well, at least for me.
Why, I ought to... Brick, come on. Hang on, Russ. All right, Vlad, get this. Your boy Ariel Badaski came to my office today, pulled a gun on me, worked me over, and told me that you sent him. Earlier, Al came to me and told me he was afraid that you were going to have him killed. And lo and behold, tonight I met Al on Tucker's Grade Road, and Badaski showed up with a big gun, and for the second time today, he put me to...
Yes, Mr. Benson? Go ahead. It is just getting good.
What's the matter, Brick? He put me to sleep. He knocked me out cold, and when I... Vlad, you say you had nothing to do with it, right?
That is right, Mr. Benson. I had nothing to do with it. I do pinky swear to it.
No, that's all right. I'm not in the mood for pinky swearing. Hey, if you're not involved, then tell us where we can find Badaski.
I will not rat on anybody, Mr. Benson.
All right, then. Hang on. Badaski has you in a spot. He has that information.
Oh, yes. Hold on. I have it in my besties file. I will tell you. Yes. He lives at 3220 20th Terrace Place in the Palmetto Gardens.
Good. Come on, Russ.
Can I leave now?
Yeah, but don't leave town, all right?
Why would I leave town?
I don't know, but that's what we always say. Oh, and Vlad.
Yes?
I really like your leitmotif music.
Thanks. Leitmotif?
Something's eating at you, Brick. What is it? Russ, answer me something. If Badaski killed Al, then why didn't he kill me too? Well, I don't know. Good question, huh? Yeah, look, you go over and check on Badaski, then meet me at Miss Al's house. I'm on it. Well, it was just a hunch, and all the way out to Al's house, I picked my hunch to pieces, but no matter, I still came up with the same thing. I drove up the long circular driveway, and a few minutes later, I was sitting in Al's living room talking with his wife, Betty. She was calm, but her eyes were red, like she'd been crying.
Couldn't this wait until tomorrow, Mr. Benson?
Sorry, Betty. Is it okay for me to call you Betty? I have a problem saying
Certainly. I have a problem with it, too.
Thanks, Betty. Look, I know tough it's been for you tonight.
It's just terrible, Mr. Benson. I don't know what to do.
Well, tell me, did Al provide for you?
That's not a very pleasant subject at the moment, Mr. Benson. My husband's been murdered.
Well, I just thought I'd save you the trouble of telling the police. You know, it's a routine question that they'll ask you at the inquest anyway.
Well, yes. I believe my husband has provided for me. He's made good money.
He had insurance, right?
Why, yes, I believe he did have some.
You know, probably a pretty large policy?
Yes, I think it is. I'm not sure how much.
You know, there's something awfully funny about this whole thing, Betty.
Funny? Just what do you mean by funny, Mr. Benson?
Well, a hitman named Ariel Badaski works for Vladimir Kamironov.
Really? My husband was afraid Kamironov would try to have him killed.
Oh, really? At the police department earlier, you told Captain Sproud you didn't know anyone who might want to kill your husband.
I was very upset. I wasn't thinking very clearly after identifying my husband, seeing him like that. Can't you understand that, Mr. Benson?
Of course, Betty. I understand. I'm sorry. Well, look, Badaski met me and your husband out on the road tonight. He knocked me unconscious for the second time today, and when I woke up, I discovered that he killed your husband and set the car afire.
Please, Mr. Benson. I can't listen to this anymore. Can't it wait until tomorrow?
Betty, I think you can help me with this.
Are you suggesting that I might have something to do with all this?
No, I'm not suggesting anything, but somebody told him you were going to meet. He had time to get there, but not enough time to follow us. Badaski knew I knew him and I could identify him, so why didn't he kill me too?
I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know what you're getting at. Now, if you don't mind.
Just one more question, Betty.
Oh, all right. Just one more question. Then please go.
Okay. When I called your house this afternoon looking for your husband, I talked to you, didn't I?
Yes. You know you did. Is that all, Mr. Benson?
No, that was just part one of my one question. At the station, you said you didn't even know your husband knew me.
Yes, that's right. So?
But when I told you to tell Al that Brick wanted to talk to him, you said, "Hello, Mr. Benson." I just said Brick, not Brick Benson.
No, I did not say that.
I'm afraid you did, Betty. You said, "Oh, hello, Mr. Benson."
Well, I must have thought I knew the name.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think, Betty?
I'm not really interested in what you think, Mr. Benson. I'd like you to leave now.
Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. I think someone wanted me to identify Badaski as your husband's killer. I thought he was at first, but now I don't think he did it.
Well, someone certainly did.
I think someone wanted the police to think that Vladimir Kamironov was behind the whole thing, and he might even have hired Badaski to do a job unbeknownst to Vladimir Kamironov.
How can I possibly be of any help with all this?
Well, you can tell me this for one thing. Who would benefit by a stunt like that? Vladimir Kamironov getting blamed for ordering your husband's murder and a big insurance payout.
Mr. Benson, I'm getting sick and tired of this.
Betty, forget about it.
Aha!
Alan!
You know, Benson?
Well, hello, Al. You don't even look suntan, let alone deep-fried.
I didn't give you enough credit for being this smart.
Really?
My bad.
Yeah, I'm known far and wide for being a smarty pants.
Alan!
Yeah?
This is bad. What are we gonna do now?
Forget about it. We're gonna do just like we planned the whole time, sweetheart.
Let's see. Would that be to wait until your wife gets the insurance money, then live in luxury somewhere outside the United States, beyond the reach of the law? A place with no extradition?
You pick up on things pretty quick, Benson. Baby, I want you to drive the car.
Where are we going?
Baby, you know it's never been a requirement for you to be smart and know a lot of things, you know? But if you must know, we're gonna show Mr. Benson the river.
Alan, no! We can't just kill him. You said nobody was gonna get hurt.
What? What? Don't you watch TV? You just sit around all day eating bonbons or something? That's what they always say, baby. But if it'll make you feel better, we ain't gonna kill him, baby.
We aren't?
You're not?
Nah, we ain't gonna kill him, baby. Nah, the river's gonna kill him.
Oh, clever.
Oh, thank heaven. You had me worried for a minute there.
Do I have a say in this?
Move.
I'll take that as a no.
Now we all go up to the garage. Go ahead, Benson. I'd hate to have to shoot the hero right there.
Yeah, that'd be a bummer. Think of the cleaning bill.
Go on, to the front door, okay?
So, Al, Badaski was the body in the burning car, wasn't he?
Yeah, did you figure that all by yourself, or did you have to ask Siri?
My feet hurt.
Quit complaining. That dumbass Badaski didn't figure me to be carrying a gun. While he was busy putting your lights out, I put his out permanent.
Yeah.
And I put my watch and ring on.
So you hired him to put the blame on Kamarinoff.
Yeah, now stop stalling. Go on, down the hall there.
And all that business out at Tucker's grade was just a show? Badaski didn't expect you to turn on him and you...
Yeah, and all that stuff I just told you. Now shut up and keep moving.
How the heck far is it to the car from the living room anyway?
Far enough for us to get crucial information out in this scene, I'm guessing.
Makes sense, I guess.
I could use a Red Bull right about now.
Who writes this stuff?
No idea.
Anywho, you're very smart, Al. You planned this out pretty good. I gotta hand it to you. You're a very smart guy, even if you are a lawyer.
You're hurting my feelings, Benson. Yeah, I'm smart. I took a quiz online from YourAgenius.com. You know, I scored at the highest level.
Oh, yeah? I took that quiz, too. Did you pay the $99 fee to get listed as a certified genius registered at their website?
Yeah, I got the certificate, a key fob, and everything.
Wow, you are a certified genius. And I thought you were just certifiable. I wasn't genius enough to pay the $99.
Here, open the door. Get out there.
After you.
You're real funny.
Ooh, there's bugs out here.
We're in Florida. What do you expect? Oh, stop. I hear sirens.
Oh, wow. Here comes the SEAL team.
Oh, good. I thought they were mosquitoes.
Geez, now I know what Archie Bunker meant by a dingbat.
You know, you sound kind of like Archie Bunker.
Move right there.
Alan, do you have some kind of a plan B?
Betty, get in. Start the car.
I kind of thought that would have been part of plan A.
Gee, manly. Get in the car or I'm
not going anywhere. Me or you. They got you blocked in. Al, you better give it up.
Rick, are you all right?
Yeah, Russ, right now I am.
Shut the car off and give up, Magnolia.
Back off or I'll shoot.
Look out, Russ. Come on, Al. I got him under control, Russ. You all right, Russ? Yeah, his skull is shot. Thanks, pal. How about you? Just a little scuffed up. Shut the car off, Betty, and get out. Yeah, gun's over there by the tire, Russ.
Mr. Benson.
What?
Captain Sprout.
Yeah, Miss Fagolia?
Please listen. Al planned the whole thing.
Shut up,
I didn't want anything to do with it.
I said shut up.
Please. You have to believe me. Really. He made me do it, I pinky swear.
Well, Betty, a pinky swear could be tempting in other circumstances, but you know, Miss Fagolia, I don't think pinky swears are going to do you much good in these circumstances. Yeah, and the old devil made me do it defense went out with Flip Wilson back in the 70s. But maybe you can sell it to the state attorney for some kind of deal. I don't know. For now, Russ, they're all yours. Are you sure you're all right, Brick? Yeah. Yeah, it's a typical day in the life, you know. Just one too many whacks on the head and fist fights today. That's all. Yeah, let's go, Mr. and Mrs. Fagolia. Turn around and put your hands behind your backs, folks.
Ow.
I haven't put the cuffs on yet.
I know. I was just rehearsing for my police brutality lawsuit.
Jeez.
Ouch. That really does hurt.
I'm sorry.
Yep, dingbat.
Thanks. I think I've got it.
Now you, Al. I'll do the honors.
Yeah.
Well, nice job, Brick. Thanks. You had it all figured out. It's good working with you again. Oh, you too. Yeah, catch you on their side, all right? Okay. Hey, tell your lady friend I said hi, will you? Yeah, sure, I will. Oh, see you, Russ. Oh, boy. I'm going to be in hot water when I get home. Oh, good luck. Let's go.
Can we go in separate cars?
No. Well, I got in the car and I looked at my phone, and to my shock, I remembered that I put it on silence earlier and not turned it back on. There were a number of calls from FADA that I'd missed. Looks like I might be in for a round of whoop-ass tonight.
Rick, darling.
Oh, hi, baby. Look, I'm sorry I've been out of touch all day, but I
was so worried when I couldn't get in touch with you.
Well, I'm really sorry, baby. Everything happened so fast after you left. You know, I had my cell phone silenced, and I didn't hear your call. I'm so sorry, but everything turned out okay. Except that I've been KO'd 2 times a day, and I feel like I've been run over by a truck. Are you upset with me?
Well, I'm mad at you for having your cell phone silenced. But I'm happy you're alive. On balance, I'm more happy that you're alive than mad that you put your cell phone on silence.
I'm sorry, baby. I underwear.
Darling, you sound terrible.
Well, I feel like I sound terrible, you know. I'm happy to hear that you have those priorities in the correct order, sweetheart. Look, baby, I'm tired, and I'm more than just a little beat up, you know. But look, I'll tell you all about what happened when I get home.
Are you sure you're okay to drive all the way from Punta Gorda?
Yeah, baby. Well, it's only an hour to our house. It could have been a lot worse, I can tell you that. I may need a little special attention. I hurt everywhere, you know. Everything hurts.
Everything?
Yes.
Oh, my poor baby.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure everything. I haven't identified a spot that doesn't hurt. I'm gonna need a hot shower and a lot of attention, you know. And maybe a massage. Are you up for that?
Well, yes. Are you up for a little, especially special attention?
Oh, I'm always up for a special attention. So, anywho, I did make it home to FADA and little Doodle Dog safely. On the way, Russ called me and told me that Al confessed to the whole thing, and he and his wife are getting a first-hand look at the inside of a Punta Gorda Police Department jail cell. Well, Betty's going to cooperate with the police and will probably get a good deal. I'm happy for her. But I'm most happy just to be home after a long, heroic day of crime fighting. So I told FADA the whole story and kicked my tired, bruised, and aching body back for the evening. Hopefully tomorrow holds an interesting but far less near fatal than today was. But as a Francais in franchise, c'est la vie. I'm not sure what it means, but the French say it, so it must be something sexy. Well, Donald, there's the whole story. Wasn't I brave today?
Oh, yes. You're my very own brave hero. So Al Fugolovia wanted to disappear so he wouldn't have to testify, and Vladimir Kumarinov wouldn't be able to find him.
That pretty much sums it up, sweetheart. Good girl.
And with all that insurance money, they could have lived the rest of their lives in comfort in some faraway place where there's no extradition.
You are simply brilliant.
And you are brilliantly simple.
Hey, that's not nice.
I'm just teasing.
What?
I was just thinking.
Hey, don't look at me that way. My insurance policy wouldn't even take care of a fender bender, let alone a life of luxury in some faraway paradise.
Don't be silly. I was just thinking how happy I'm to have you.
Hey, Doodle Dog.
Yes, and you too, little Doodle Dog.
Hey, boy. Hey.
Now you just sit still while I clean this cut in your head.
Ow!
Don't be such a baby.
How about a nice cold Fanta Cola? I think I might faint.
Okay, after I clean this cut in your head and rub your back with biofreeze ointment.
If you insist.
I do insist. Now hold still.
Oh, the pain. Have you ever performed first aid before? Ouch!
Oh my goodness. Will you please stop being such a big crybaby? Oh. Hold on a second.
Do you mean a metaphorical second or an actual second?
I meant an actual second. 'Cause I just thought of it. I never have performed first aid before. I was just winging it.
Oh, that's great.
But no problem.
Why?
I just now memorized the American Medical Association Handbook of First Aid and Emergency Care.
You did?
So, you're in good hands.
Yeah.
See?
Is what you're doing right now an actual emergency medical treatment?
You feel better already, don't ya?
Well, yeah. I feel great. I can't even remember what hurt.
Then yes. It is an actual emergency medical treatment, combined with a special oriental massage technique. Would you like that drink now?
No, the drink can wait. I need more emergency medical treatment. Nurse! And that ornamental massage technique.
Oriental.
Yeah,
Not
okay, yeah.
ornamental.
Yeah, well, some of that would be good too.
Yes, dear. It's coming right up.
Huh. Why, yes, Moneypenny. I believe it is coming right up. Oh, stonking.
You are a very strange man, Mr. Benson.
Really? You love it, don't you? Oh, yes, Moneypenny.